Hey everyone, back with some more fans here. And so this time I got an old vintage cast iron spinner motor. It's a Loyal with S vents, that's what it's labeled as. So it's a 42-inch Loyal. And of course, I go after cast iron, known as chunk. And I actually got this thing working. I got this at a thrift store a year ago. It was a unique thrift store called Value Village, and it's on the south side of Milwaukee, near the airport. And I couldn't believe something like this actually turned up. I've seen fans turn up that were just, like cheap stuff and recent stuff and generic, but this is kind of cool. So, oh yeah, I got this at the thrift store, but it was missing the pull chain, or the pull chain was pulled out. The housing for it was still there, but it was missing, and the capacitor was testing strange, so I replaced that. But it turns out that the pull chain was quite specific to this fan. I'm gonna do 0 to high just to start it. Well, and really no inrush. Well, anyways, this pull chain, it's one of those kind that I think bridges the capacitor values. It's a dual capacitor value that this thing had, and I think the high speed bridges the two together in one of the channels, and then runs the other two speeds the way it was wired in. So, but I tried replacing it with a standard. It looked like a standard pull chain, but I don't think it was. But it somehow makes this weird connection. And it's a powerful fan, of course, being a cast iron. A lot of cast iron spinners were quite powerful. So I'm going to do an airflow. And I'm feeling air. It's definitely what I call a borderline of K55 category. But so what I'm going to do is I figured out, since I bridged the capacitor values together just by combining the two leads on the other side of the capacitor from each of the values, and I get a 7.5. So I'm determined that's going to be its main value because it draws right on with what it's rated at. I found a current rating of 0.6, and that's what it draws. So let's do the power factor while I'm at it. 72 watts and a power factor of 1. Nice. Okay, here's spin down. So what I'm going to do is see what I can do with multi-value and see what kind of capacitors are out there to get like a combination that I need, because I'm going to determine the combination with the decade box so I can figure out which values to put in for like low and medium, because I got the 3-speed pull chain here. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to basically customize this. So the high speed's going to be like this, and then see what kind of low and medium I want, or what I can do. Okay, so I am going to actually reverse this. And do a 0 to high with reverse. And get a current draw reading. See what it does in reverse. Okay, draws a little more. Because it might be a separate coil in the motor for reverse than forward. So I'm going to put it back. As you notice, the reverse switch is opposite of it's opposite of what's typical with up or down for forward and reverse. So now I put it back, I'm going to do the decade box and see what kind of low speed I want for this. And I can use this with wall controls too, we'll see. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still stalled on 5. Might be, oh, it's going now, but pretty aesthetic. It was kind of struggling. A little too slow for me. So here is 6. May want to see if I can get some oil in the bearings. We'll see. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Either a 6, I could get a 6 for this. Trying to determine between 6. Let's see what 7 is like. 6 is a good low speed. For a 42-inch, I gotta have it a little bit faster just to compensate for its size. Like this would be okay for low speed. Since it is rather a smaller fan and 0.27, so here's 8. So I could use this with a 6/814. 9, 10, and then I'm going to flip on the 11. 10 plus 1 is 11. And here is 12. So I'm thinking maybe getting another 7 to go in series with the main value that I've determined. 7 plus, and then make that low, and then 12 would be, 12 would... Yeah, 12 would be a good medium right here. Or even 13. There's 13, 14. Maybe 2 7s might be something. Because if I did that, if I did 2 7s, and I still see a difference, so that's high. So that's 14. 14 is a good medium between 12 and 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So definitely, I'm at 20 and I'm still under, so no resonant frequency with this fan. 21, 24, See, I'm just going to kind of go up 27, 30. I'm just going to see if I get close. 55. That's 32. 34. 36. 38. That's 39. I'm going to max it out. I have maxed it out and I'm still under. So I never found a resonant frequency with this fan at all. All right. Now, an interesting test would be the solid state variable. See what it does. All right. A little bit buzzy, but probably not going to notice it off the bat, but unless you listen for it. I mean, it's a little bit hummy, but nothing terrible. Okay, the current draw is the same with solid state and straight highs, so yeah, that is, yep. And since I don't have pull chains, that is actually all I have for this Loyal S-Vent cast iron 42-inch fan. So I'll be back with some more fans. So continue subscribing and watching, and I'll see you next time.